I was thinking, with Tony Burkit's criminal investigation is past 12 months, Howorth and Humble's stuff all they've downloaded. So as long as Burkit's telling the truth that they've downloaded 12 months of Howorth's internet.
Is Maria Howorth taking up crochet knitting or something here? Internet.
Didn't she come on here and make you fucking live in the comment boxes when she had a spanner clear that she done a background check on me and I come back?
Right, so this is Paddy's way of putting something in. I'm not sure if Maria Howorth ever had a spanner on Paddy's, and I'm not really interested, to be honest. What I do know was she trusted Paddy Conroy enough. Maria Howorth done 2 Saras law checks, one in Paul Ellis and one in Tony Burkit. Paul Ellis's come back clear and Tony Burkit's didn't.
Okay. And then 3 or 4 months later, she's on Humble's claiming no such thing. I'm a liar. I'm a fucking liar.
And the reason he's saying this about Maria Howorth, right? Maria Howorth, Paddy's said on a live one night, Maria Howorth has done a background check on me and it's come back all clear. Okay. I asked Maria Howorth if she'd done a background check on Paddy, and she said no, he's a liar. I don't even know his date of birth. I wouldn't even know the details to put in a Saras law application, and I believe she didn't. So let's see what else Paddy's going to say.
But my last concern in this, see, when on Humble's and called me a fucking liar, it was you snapping. I was letting this to what they do on my channel. Plenty of witnesses. Proving it in a rough back. That's what I got holes. Proving it's usually hard because it comes to get involved in something like that. Trivial, internet, YouTube shite. It's like a year in it.
Well, you only know they're sick of hearing it if you've been making many complaints about it. Is that not true?
They're sick of hearing it. But with this case, yeah, they've already downloaded all stuff in another case. And if Burkit's telling the truth, what it'll show on her 12 months IP downloaders is that she got on my channel claiming what she did claim, and then a few months later, she's on Humble's calling me a liar. No such thing happened. What's all about? It's Humble's. She's turned up on his channel, calling me a fucking liar. What's going on?
I didn't ken, Paddy. You tell me what's going on.
So, I'll be getting her questioned about that, because that's part of Humble's campaign against me as well.
No, Paddy. That is no part of my campaign against you. None whatsoever. I'm just going on the bare facts that the court went in you weren't married to, let's call your ex-partner, who you had 2 kids to. The court went in her favour to deem you a risk to your own children. Hence, you haven't seen them since the court went in Maureen's favour. I'm just going to stick to fact, Paddy, okay? So don't try and twist it.
So she's in a bit of trouble here. She's not only in trouble with Tony Burkit and what's went on there, she's also in trouble with what she's done to me. I've also got a copy of the Saras law, what she got done on Tony. She tape recorded it, and I've got a copy of it.
Wait a minute. You've heard it. His own words there. He's tape recorded. He's saying Maria Howorth is tape recorded the police giving out Tony Burkit's Saras law. And Paddy has got a copy of that. Like, I have personally never heard this recording. I mean, no, I've never had this recording. I don't want it. At the end of the day, I believe what was said on it to be true.
so she can deny all she wants, that she hasn't been disclosing Tony's past to people. Because you're not allowed to do it, you know. If you do your Saras law, it's for you.
You hear that? You're not allowed to do it. If you sign a contract with the police, do not disclose what you're going to be told. If there's anything to be told, you're correct. You're not allowed to do it, But like myself, who maybe overheard, i.e. Decca Heggies, I never signed any contract with the police. So if I want to come out home all day, every day, for the rest of my life, I can. I never signed any contract. I'm breaking no laws whatsoever. Keeping it legal. Alright, Paddy? Alright.
Personally, if you start fucking lambasting it all over the place, you get nicked. That's what John McCain done with Dickie Hickey. He ended up in jail for 6 weeks over it. So tell me, he didn't want anyone to know when he disappeared that time. Said he got 6 weeks in jail over it, 3 months. Had to serve 6 weeks for disclosing the details of a Saras law. But as we know, Tony Burkit got Howorth under investigation for doing exactly the same to him. And she has, because I've got a copy of it. How have I got a copy?
There you go. So he's got a copy of the police. What Paddy's saying, if he's saying what he's saying is true here, he's admitting he's got a copy of a recording of a police officer, female, whoever, reading out Tony Burkit's Saras law, where there's supposed to be 3 alleged child rapes on it. And Paddy Conroy has just admitted on his video he's got a copy of that. Now I bet he tries to blackmail. What do we see?
Copy of it, if she'd never done it. So, Howorth is just a lie. She's not lying about Burkit because she's done a Saras law, but she's lying about me with Humbles. And she's going to get dragged into the fucking Humbles investigation because, like I say, the evidence is there.
I know, I can Paddy a bit. Paddy went into Exon police station and made a statement regarding myself the other day there. They do it again by giving them to the police on a recording, a video. And he's now, I presume, my opinion, he's now shitting himself, shitty ass Conroy, is shitting himself in case somebody does one on him.
You know that 12 months IP stuff. On our IP stuff should be on my fucking channel, making comments that she's done background checks on me. And then 4 months later, she's on fucking Humbles, claiming the opposite and calling me a liar. And there's a great number of witnesses that she did do it. But like I say, you can never prove these things because cops didn't investigate these things, it was trivial, it's internet. We'll see this case now, they're already doing all that stuff. We had a copy.
By the way, that's Paddy Wee's right, done money.
She better come with this week and tell the truth on YouTube. But why she done that to me on Humbles' channel? Because if she doesn't, she's going to end up fucking jail because there's 2 investigations going to be right now. And she's another one, telling lies about people regarding such a matter, telling blatant fucking lies. And there's a number of people on here now, my son, she's a liar. And she's been part of another one, part of a paedophile's one.
So wait a minute, Paddy, right, you've just said there 2 minutes ago that you believe me, Maria Howorth done that in Tony Burkit because you've got the recording of it, okay? Now you're saying she's a liar. So what part is she lying? Is she lying saying that she done a Saras law on you, and then to say that, so basically what you're saying is nobody has done a Saras law check on you. Nobody has done a Saras law check, Paddy. Okay? That's the be all and end all of it. You might be panicking, you know, like when he thought we'd climbed up the bloody drain pipe and broke into an Acro office and emptied the filing cabinets to get Dickie Higgies said paper. That's the fantasy world this absolute fool of a man lives in. That's the fantasy world he lives in. But unfortunately, there's a lot of people out there living in the same fantasy world, and it's in his head, believing what he says is true, because it could confuse a fucking spider, to be honest.
The 2 Humbles all nonsense me off. Before them, all.
I have never nonsense you off. I've just stated facts. You never done a lie detector test. Terry Mullins, I've got the video on my channel. Terry Mullins said the first test he came, he hunted you because you came across as aggressive. And then the second time, you done one regarding murders and all the rest of it. Again, you've contradicted that as well. For the one that you passed. The one that you passed was nothing in regards to any child spam, child abuse images that landed in your computer. None. You never cleared your name for that.
We're part of normal, everyday paedophile hunting squads. This is not people. What have they done to our people? And I'm not being serious about that. Once I prove what's going on here, every single case that Howorth's been involved in needs to be checked. Same with the Humbles, same with Furby. Every single paedophile case that they've been involved in with the Guardians of the North or the Scottish fucking thingy team or Howorth's team.
By the way, guys, Ian O'Donnell's never been any part of any paedophile group.
But make no bones about it, I'll be put in prison. Along with Tony Burkit will be.
So he basically just said there, he'll be putting Maria Howorth in prison and helping Tony Burkit.
It's part of what's went on here with Ian and Humbles because you joined in the hit with him on 2 fucking cases so far. So I'm giving you one chance.
By the way, guys, I'm not joined at hip with Maria Howorth. Yeah. When she done this background check on Tony Burkit started the threats on her. Got to do this and got to do that and all the rest of it. Maria Howorth contacted me on Instagram, sent me a couple of voice notes, which I'm not going to put out there at the end of the day. She said, he started threatening me, blah, blah, blah. I said, go back and tell Tony Burkit I made you do it. She went, I said, go back and tell Tony Burkit I made you do it. I said, because then tell him to phone me and threaten me because he's a shithouse. He just keeps blocking me and everything. An absolute shithouse. I offered him out to get in a ring with him over a year ago, going to Making Gains channel. The life's still there. He was sitting there with his GoPro eye. He didn't know where to look. He's a shithouse. He just blocks me and everything. Only people who know block is women and people who can terrorise. He's just a shithouse. Tony shithouse.
Make a video today, put it on YouTube, explaining, telling the truth. You tell fucking lies against me there. Explain why it was done, who put you up with it. Otherwise, you're now investigation again shortly. Wait and see. You've downloaded it 12 months. Internet. And on that
Internet. Internet.
Your IP address, saying what you did say on my channel. And on that 12 months, same 12 months internet, they'll have you
Internet.
what you said a few months later on the 2 Humbles channel. Wouldn't it? You've got some explaining data to the cops anyway. Haven't you? So here's your chance to see yourself. Make a video today telling the full truth. If you don't, then it's getting put in the hands of the police. You're going to get dealt with. You've done it with Tony Burkit because remember having a copy you got there as well. You can go to it. If you didn't get jailed for what you've done with Tony Burkit, yeah, you'll definitely be getting jailed for what you've done with me because there's 2 cases that you get involved in. So finger put it. Fucking finger put it. Didn't ever say I'm a chance to the truth. When I was in prison, I fucking called as a rapist. See, when you're under investigation for multiple murders, this is the tactics that the intelligence people get up.
Guys, I just want to point this out. All these multiple murders that Paddy Conroy keeps claiming, he was under investigation for, i.e. Operation Insight. There's a full script of Operation Insight on YouTube. If anybody really wants it, I'll get them. If anybody, I'll put it in the description. I'll find it, I'll put it in the description. It's a lot of reading, yeah? But I'll tell you what, you'll read it all and you will not see Paddy Conroy's name mentioned once. And that's a fact. That's a fact.
Last time I refused to do his test because he was, perhaps I shouldn't be so blunt, but I will be. He's very aggressive. And because he was disrespectful and aggressive, I refused to assist him. The second time I saw him, he understood the terms of what I do and understood that he's not in control. And no client is. If a client wants to hurry me up, they want to be in control of the whole situation, I just say to them, there's the door, I can't help you. And that's the way I will take it. The test has to be done correctly, without interference. And as soon as somebody else starts wanting to interfere, then I will terminate that test. On the second time I saw Paddy, he was completely different. He was completely different in his whole view of me. What he's allegedly been saying about me since then, that's his business. I don't reply to him. I'm not going to get involved in his squabbles and things like that. So,
John